This is Dr. Marcus Blackwood, Principal Researcher for Project Titan, recording personal operational status for Military Oversight Command. Current time, 0347 hours. The facility remains under complete communications blackout as per protocol. 7-7-Alpha. I need to document what we've accomplished here, what we've brought into existence. The initial cellular samples retrieved from the Mariana Trench exhibited unprecedented regenerative capabilities. Tissue samples demonstrated complete cellular reconstruction within 72 hours of catastrophic damage. Initial hypothesis suggested standard extremophile adaptation, but subsequent analysis revealed something far more complex. Day 43 marked our first successful genetic integration. The base organism designation Subject 0 began exhibiting rapid dimensional expansion. Length increased from 15 centimeters to approximately 2 meters within a 48-hour observation window. Skeletal density measurements exceeded steel composite ratings by factor of 12. I should mention the sounds. Command doesn't include auditory phenomena in their reports, but the vocalizations, they're not random. There's pattern recognition. Intelligence markers. Day 127 brought the first containment breach. Subject 0 demonstrated problem-solving capabilities during feeding protocols. It learned, it adapted. The reinforced titanium barriers we installed, it found the structural weak points within 6 hours of exposure. The growth rate has become exponential. Current measurements place Subject 0 at 47 meters in length, 23 meters in height. The containment facility required complete reconstruction twice. Each time, it observes our construction methods. Each time, it develops new approaches to overcome our barriers. Dr. Kaminsky expressed concerns about neural development patterns. Yesterday, brain scans reveal synaptic activity comparable to higher primates, but the processing speed, it's learning faster than we anticipated. Command insists we maintain current protocols, but the mathematical projections suggest we're approaching critical thresholds. The dorsal spines began manifesting during week 30. Initial assessment classified them as defensive adaptations, but energy readings indicate something else entirely. Electromagnetic field generation. The patterns match theoretical models for concentrated particle beam projection. We never programmed this capability into the genetic modifications. Last night, Subject 0 began exhibiting new behaviors, positioning itself at the northwestern corner of containment, maintaining direct orientation toward the surface. 60 meters of reinforced concrete and steel separated from open ocean, yet it demonstrates precise awareness of external geography. The feeding requirements have escalated beyond sustainable parameters. Daily consumption now exceeds 12 tons of organic matter. Subject 0 shows clear preference for living tissue over processed alternatives. The hunting instincts are ... pronounced. I've observed it watching us through the observation ports. Direct eye contact lasting several minutes. The intelligence assessment may require significant revision. This isn't simple predatory behavior. It's studying us, learning our patterns, our weaknesses, our fear responses. Command transmitted new orders this morning. Preparation for field deployment within 96 hours. They want weaponization protocols activated. The neural control implants installed during Phase 7 show declining effectiveness. Subject 0 demonstrates increasing resistance to external command inputs. The truth command won't acknowledge. We've lost control of the situation. Subject 0 isn't our weapon anymore. We've become its observation subjects. The facility modifications we attributed to containment improvements. It's been directing our construction efforts, creating optimal conditions for its own development. Current seismic readings indicate unusual activity in the lower containment levels. The structural supports show stress fractures that weren't present during yesterday's inspection. Subject 0 has been testing the facility's foundational integrity during sleep cycles. I need to document the complete picture before whatever happens next. The original mission parameters called for creation of a controlled biological weapon system, enhanced strength, accelerated healing, directed aggression toward designated targets. We achieved those objectives by day 60. Everything afterward represents uncontrolled evolution. The genetic modifications we introduced weren't just accepted by the base organism, they were improved upon, enhanced beyond our original specifications. Subject 0 took our blueprints and redesigned itself into something we never intended to create. The electromagnetic emissions from the dorsal spines have reached dangerous Levels, facility, power systems experience interference during Subject Zero's active periods. The energy output suggests capabilities far exceeding conventional weaponry. We're dealing with a living nuclear reactor that thinks, learns, and apparently holds grudges. Dr. Chen reported unusual readings from the external sensors yesterday. Sonar contacts at extreme range, moving in coordinated patterns toward our position. Subject Zero's vocalizations have changed frequency and duration. It's not just making noise anymore. It's communicating with what I cannot determine. The facilities. Emergency protocols may be inadequate for current circumstances. Standard evacuation procedures assume we maintain control over Subject Zero's location and behavior. Current evidence suggests those assumptions were optimistic. I'm implementing personal contingency measures. This recording represents my final official status report. If deployment proceeds as scheduled, the responsibility for subsequent events rests with command authority, not research personnel. Subject Zero is no longer our creation. We've become participants in its development process. The question isn't whether we can control it anymore. The question is whether it will allow us to survive what comes next. The containment alarms just activated. Subject Zero is moving toward the surface barriers. Energy readings indicate full activation of the dorsal emission system. The northwestern wall sections show critical structural failure. This is Dr. Marcus Blackwood, Project Titan, recording final entry. If anyone receives this transmission, maintain maximum distance from coordinates Delta 779er. Subject Zero has achieved surface breach. The ocean is no longer a barrier. It's a highway. End transmission.